Namaste yogis, welcome. Thank you so much for watching today. So we are going to do a gentle practice, and I know I keep saying that and then we end up doing planks and stuff, but it's part of the gentleness. Today's practice is about you, for some of you who might have been struggling with your sleeping patterns. So all of the pranayamas that we are going to be practicing today are meant to help you with that. So I hope you enjoy, and this is a practice you want to do. If you want to do it at night, just do it maybe 2-3 hours before you're planning to go to bed, just so that, because it will bring some energy, but then it will leave your nervous system nice and calm so you can achieve some breath. So I hope that you enjoy this practice. We're going to start laying down on Shavasana. And for props, remember to have all of your props handy. If you have a bolster, a cushion, a pillow, have it handy in case you want it. A strap is always a good idea. And two blankets just in case you want to pat yourself. All right? So we're going to start on the back. Laying down on your Shavasana, hands by your sides, palms facing up. And just relax your body, tuck your tailbone, draw your blades together. Keep your arms by your sides, palms facing up. And bring the awareness down to your feet, relaxing your feet, your legs, softening the knees, allowing your hips to be heavy. And you might feel slightly rotated to one side, so trying to bring yourself back to center. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face, your jaw. Relax your arms, your hands, and allow your fingers to curl naturally into your palms. No tension, no effort, just relaxation. Soften your facial muscles, soften your jaw, and then begin observing the breath. You don't have to change your breathing pattern, just watch it. And notice the moment you bring the awareness to your breath, it automatically changes. Rising and falling. Begin sending your breath into your back body, into your lower back as you inhale, mid back, upper back. Feel the breath moving into your armpits, shoulders. Exhale from your shoulders, let the air out. Notice your upper back, relaxing, mid-back and lower back. Breathing deeply into your back body from bottom to top. Think about breathing from, sending the breath and allowing the energy from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head to rise. And from the crown of the head to the base of the spine, let your body fall as you exhale. Rising energy of prana as you inhale. Grounding energy of apana as you exhale. 4 more breaths on your own. Dirga pranayama. The slower you breathe, the better. One more breath. And when you are ready, as you inhale, wiggle your toes and fingers. Move your feet and hands side to side. Circle your feet, your hands both ways. And stretch your arms overhead and tense and squeeze every muscle. Stretch a lot. Prune face. Exhale, release. Again, inhale deeply. Flex or point your feet. Squeeze tight, tight, tight. Exhale, release. Last one, make it count. Inhale, stretch and tense and squeeze. And exhale, release. Now bring your arms out to the sides at a T position. Bend your knees and bring your foot soles on the floor. You may tuck your tailbone. And when you are ready, bring your left leg up towards the sky and cross your ankle over the right thigh. Breathing deeply here, pushing your knee away from the body, and then soften. Now inhale your knee away. Exhale, soften. And inhale, knee away. And exhale, soften. Two more. Now when you're ready, bring your knee towards your chest and your foot sole faces away from you, and then back. So you're creating that movement right from your hip. You feel that the head of the femur or the head of the thigh bone moving into the hip socket. The head of the femur, yeah. And so when you are ready, make sure it's not pinching. You're gonna push your knee away and breathe here. So I honestly lost count, so I was hoping for 10. So if you were counting, 10 of those. If not, that's okay, we'll let it go. When you're ready, come back to center, extend your leg and release. We'll do the other side. 5 rounds first, and as you inhale, knee away. Exhale, release, right at the center. The foot stays active, by the way, you want it flexed, so your toes point towards the knee. Don't go too far if it's pinching or it feels like it's cracking, so there is no point to overdoing it. It won't help you, so stay with what the body is saying. Now when you're ready, as you exhale, bring your knee close to the chest and your foot sole faces away from you. You might feel a stretch already through your hip or glute. Inhale, push your knee away, and exhale in. And find your rhythm. 10 rounds, so 7 more. And just feel that stimulation of the hip. Make sure your knee is not torquing, so that means you're moving the whole leg like a unit, and that movement comes right from your hip. So once you have completed your 10, come back to center, extend your leg, and release. Take a few moments here, watch your breath. Perfect. When you're ready, bring your left leg again over the right, push your knee away. Now we're going on to gentle twist. The next time you exhale, left foot sole goes towards the floor. You don't have to touch. The leg position stays the same way, and let both legs go to the right. Inhale, come back up. Exhale again towards the right. Left shoulder stays on the ground. 3 more for a total of 5. If you don't touch the floor, don't worry about that. You can have a blanket or your pillow under your leg or your bolster block, whatever you have available, and rest your foot there. So just have a little bit of support, flat foot sole on whatever surface you decide, or rest it on the ground. Push your knee away from your body gently. Feel the stretch through the side of your hip, your iliopsoas muscle, maybe your gaze away from the knee. If it's okay for the neck, breathe. Deep breathing into your left side. Three more breaths. With control, on your next exhalation, help yourself back to center. And inhale, extend your leg to the sky, stretch. Exhale, foot down. Readjust. Maybe tuck your tailbone. Inhale, right leg up. And exhale, cross your ankle, push your knee away. And once again, we go with 5 spinal twists. As you exhale, right foot sole goes towards the left side. And as you inhale, slowly come back to center. Both feet are active. Right foot is flexed. We'll do 3 more for a total of 5. Move at the pace of your breath. And when you get on the last round, you may put something under your foot, depending what your hip is saying. Push your knee gently away from you, feel the stretch, and maybe your gaze towards the right. Keep your feet active, close your eyes maybe, and breathe. Don't let it pinch your hip or your knee. Three more breaths. The next time you exhale, engage your legs, your glutes, return to center. Inhale your leg up, move, and exhale, release your foot on the ground. Tuck your tailbone and then extend your legs, observe. One more breath here, full deep breath. And when you're ready, bend your knees, bring your foot soles back onto the floor. From here, bring your right knee towards the chest, interlace your fingers over the knee, over the shin, or behind the leg. Make sure this feels right, whatever you pick. Inhale, extend your arms, and as you exhale, bring your knee in. Inhale, extend. And exhale, knee in. 3 more breaths. Meanwhile, your left foot is still on the ground. Your left knee is still facing up towards the sky. You're using your arm muscles to get that knee closer to the chest. And we hold and breathe, stimulating the organs as we breathe in and out. Belly against the thigh on the inhalation. And on the exhalation, maybe bring your leg closer to your body. You don't have to. Hold tightly. Inhale. If this is upsetting your tummy or something, just soften the stretch. 3 more breaths. You may bring the knee closer on the exhale, you don't have to. Last breath. Hold the right knee with your right hand and bring your left hand onto your left hip. Now, as you inhale, bring your knee out towards the armpit, and as you exhale, bring it to the center. Inhale, knee out. Exhale, back to center. Use your arm to help. Inhale, knee out. Exhale, back to center. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Left knee stays pointing straight ahead. Don't let your pelvis go out with the knee. And exhale back to center. Hold with both hands and breathe. Take 1 more breath here, full deep breath. We'll get a gentle hamstring stretch. Bring your hands behind your leg. If this is too much, take a strap and pass it on the back of your leg. So you may take a strap, place it on the back of the leg, and give yourself a little more extension of the arms. And then when you exhale, bring your leg up and inhale out. So these are gentle stretches. You can do it with your hands. You can do it with your strap. We're going to do 5 of those. Count your own. So 2 more maybe. Keep your shoulders grounded. Don't round forward. And when you're ready, bend your knees, release, and adjust. Awesome. Now when you're ready, gonna take that left knee, bring it in and hug it. Or once again, if you were using the strap the first time, you can do that again. Perfect. When you exhale, bring that knee in. Inhale, expand against your thigh. Exhale, maybe the knee closer. Inhale, expand. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more breath for a total of 5. And breathe here. Using your arm muscles, flex or relax the foot, whatever feels better on your knee. And when you're ready, hold the knee with your left hand and bring your right hand to your right hip. Inhale your knee out towards the armpit. Don't let the right knee go out. And as you exhale, bring your knee in. Inhale out to the armpit. Exhale, knee in. We'll do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. So although you're in a static position, your left arm is working, your right hip is working, hold center with both hands and breathe deeply here. Now once again, you may interlace your fingers behind your leg or pass the strap on the back of the leg. And extend your leg when you're ready. Flex your foot. 5 breaths. Exhale, leg up for a gentle hamstring stretch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Count your 5. I think 2 more. This should be one of those Alzheimer's series too. So see if you are keeping up with your counting. Today I'm not. And when you're ready, come back to center. Bend your knee, foot sole on the floor. Extend your legs. Observe. So if you don't tuck your tailbone, notice how it feels to have your lumbar spine arch showing up. If that puts any pressure, any pinching sensation, remember you always have the option to tuck the tailbone. And once you extend your legs, it will tilt your pelvis, but in a gentler manner, so you won't get that demand onto your back as much. All right, so we'll take one more breath here, full deep breath, expand, and release. Bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the ground, and bring your knees up towards the chest. Have your hands at the top of the knees, and as you inhale, knees go wide, and as you exhale, knees back in. Inhale out, exhale in. Seven more for a total of 10. Try to press your back onto the floor. When you inhale, think about sending your breath onto your back body. And when you exhale, draw the navel in towards the spine, pressing your back body onto the floor. When you are ready with your 10 rounds, take a few moments here, maybe hug your knees tightly towards the chest and breathe against the thighs. You can also use the strap instead or hug your legs, the back of the legs. Bring your legs at a 90, flex your feet, and as you inhale, bring your hands to the outside of your legs, and as you inhale, open your legs, create resistance, try to close it with your hands. And as you exhale, hands in and push. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You decide how much resistance you put, but try to match left and right. Engage your shoulder blades so your shoulders don't round up forward. 5 more. It's okay to feel the shaking. It's a good thing. Don't let it pinch. 2 more, I believe. And release your feet on the floor. Extend your legs, close your eyes. Notice. Awesome. When you're ready, bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor, bring your knees towards the chest and hold the back of the legs. Tuck your chin onto your chest and start rocking back and forth. And some of you, once you go down, you might feel that the mat is stopping you, like your hips are dropping onto the floor. If that's happening, stay back here, rock side to side. If your spinal process is very prominent, your spine feels like it's digging against the floor, have a blanket. Like I have extra padding, but maybe you don't. So if you find it very uncomfortable, you can have your blanket and see if we can continue to rock back and forth. Watch for your neck. We're not going on the plow or shoulder stance or anything like that. We're just massaging the back. And maybe toes touch. Round your back and go back and come up and go back. And we'll do one more and come back. Maybe stay seated if you are comfortable here. Those of you who were rocking side to side, go onto your side, take a few moments, and then when you are ready, you're gonna come up onto your seated position and gather your props. Take your blanket and place it under your knees. And find your way onto your tabletop position. Press the top of the feet on the floor. Tailbone up, drop your belly, look forward or up as you inhale. And as you exhale, tuck your tailbone round your back. Let your head dangle. Inhale, tailbone up. Blades together, look forward or up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone round your back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Curl the toes under and exhale, stretch on downward dog. We're not staying too long here, so take your time, maybe walk it out, resting one heel towards the floor, bending the opposite knee and shift. Maybe move your hips side to side. If that feels good in your body, you don't have to. You can stay right at the center and press your chest to the thighs. So find whatever feels best in your body and stay there. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. Open your shoulders. So eyes of the elbows might face forward. They're not going to go all the way there, but that's the direction we're taking them so that the upper body, the upper back opens up. You find space between the blades. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. And when you're ready with control, the next time you inhale, bring your knees down onto the ground. As you exhale, uncurl the toes, walk your hands slightly forward and rest your elbows on the floor. Bring your forehead down. So you want to keep your elbows shoulder width apart and let your head dangle here. Don't have to touch the floor. Let your tailbone rise. Let your belly drop. If you have a big hinge on your back and this hurts your back, draw the rib cage up instead. But if it feels okay to go into that shoulder dip, into that sway back, we'll try to do that. Breathing deeply. Maybe moving your head side to side. If there is high blood pressure, keep the back of the head in line with the spine and bring your head a little higher than the chest and push the mat away from you. Still have that anterior pelvic tilt going on. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. Bring your gaze to the mat and with control, walk your hands, elbows in, and when you're ready, push yourself up onto tabletop position. Curl the toes under and pick up onto downward dog, hips to the sky. Bend your knees as much as you need to, push your chest towards the thighs. Now, if from here feels right, actually walk your hands back towards the feet and then take your blanket out of the way. It's a little safer than what I was planning to do. You're gonna take the fist, place it in between your big toes, heels slightly wider apart, bend your knees a lot, draw your shoulders into its sockets, engage your palm, draw the navel in, take a few moments here. So your head is above the chest. We are still hinging forward from the hips and try to draw the navel in so that your back elongates. Keep your hands on your thighs if you need the extra support. And you want to have 1 or 2 fist distance between your knees and your toes. Breathing deeply here. So although your hands are here, we're not collapsing on them if possible. Keep engaging your legs, your glutes, and on your next inhalation, slowly come up to standing and shoulders back and down, palms face forward. Take a few moments here. And so in our Tadasana, we take our time to tuck the chin a little bit and to put the weight towards the heels. Throw your shoulder blades together, relax your shoulders away from the ears and breathe. palms may face forward. And although you're putting the weight back onto your heels, you are still pressing the balls of the feet on the floor. Maybe your toes are rising. Maybe spread them wide. And then see if you can release them onto the floor without grabbing on the floor with your toes, without gripping. Breathe deeply. Take one more breath, full deep breath. And open your eyes if they were closed. Release all tension. Shake, shake. And go to the center of the mat, widthwise. And from here, you're going to have your feet about a couple feet apart, maybe one leg length, maybe shorter, depending what feels right on your hips. Your toes might face forward, shoulders back and down. Squeeze your bum, and remember to stabilize your pelvis. As you inhale, bring your left arm up towards the sky, and as you exhale, bend the elbow and bring your gaze towards the crease of the elbow. Release towards the right. Inhale up, reach up, and exhale, release. Other side, inhale. Exhale, side bend without touching your head, just having the hand hovering. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Side bend, exhale. Watch for your hips. Don't lock your knees. Inhale. Exhale. Next time you inhale, reach up, elongating the left side. Exhale, side bend, throw the shoulder into its sockets, blades together, stay here and breathe. You're not pushing your knee in. If your hand is down on your leg, that's okay, but always making sure we're not putting any pressure on the knee. So you can have the hand on the thigh, maybe lower, depending what your hips are doing. You want to engage your bum. It's important. Gaze towards the elbow if that's okay for the neck. You can be gazing forward as well. And as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, palm away, release. Other side, inhale. Reach and exhale, side bend. And once more. We adjust, we draw the blades together, and we watch for that bottom hand. Adjust your neck as needed so that you're not pinching, you're not upsetting. Awesome. Engage in your legs, don't lock them. One more breath. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, release. Shoulders back and down. Awesome job. Walk your feet closer together and shake the tension off your feet. Get some water if you need to, if you want to. And when you're ready, meet me again on a wide-legged standing position. The next one, we're going to do it slowly and mindfully. It's pendulum. So bring your right hand on your lower back so your palm faces away from the body. Reach up with your right hand. Inhale. Maybe a gentle back bend. And as you exhale, rotate towards the right, micro bend your knees, hinge from the hips, and sweep your arm behind you, towards the outside of your right leg. Awesome. Inhale, reach up, gentle back bend, arm goes back, feel the extension through the armpit. Exhale, rotate, micro bend your knees, and sweep. Inhale. And sweep. Two more. Inhale. And rotate and sweep. Last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale, come up, and exhale, release. Shoulders back and down. Take a few moments, close your eyes, watch your breath. Once again, other side, left hand on your lumbar spine, palm away, open your eyes, right arm goes up, gentle back bend, inhale, rotate to the left, micro bend your knees, exhale, inhale, reach up, bend the knees, and sweep. Three more. And when you are done with your 3 rounds, you're going to inhale back to center. And exhale, release your arm down, shoulders back and down, palms face forward. Close your eyes, observe. And open your eyes, walk your feet, and shake the tension off your feet. Bring your feet back to Tadasana. Squeeze your bum, bend your right knee, and open out to the right, and bring your foot sole against your ankle or down. So we were working with bringing the foot up and holding it with the hand. You may do that, you don't have to, but we're gonna stay up here. We're not going down unless you want to. You can go by the wall. Now, some of you might let go of the leg and bring your hands together in Namaste, flexing that foot and pushing that leg or that knee out to the side. If this is too much for the knee, for the hip, keep your foot sole anywhere that works for you on your standing leg, tree pose, or whichever version you decide to do. Make sure that your breath is flowing. And if it's not working for you today, that's okay. We fall, we try again. And inhale your knee forward. Exhale, foot forward, and release down. Walk it out. And squeeze your bum, find your Tadasana, and bend your left knee, open out to the left. So same thing, try to bring your foot sole first to that place that will work for you. And maybe you're gonna hold onto the ankle, bring it up, reach up, push that knee out. And so some of you will be pressing the ankle against the thigh, thigh against the ankle. You can microbend the standing knee and hold here. If that is too much, remember you can always go back onto your tree pose. Each side is different, and you'll find that one side is a little more challenging than the other, and every day is different too. The next time you inhale, bring your knee forward and up, and exhale, release, and walk it out, and shake the tension off. Awesome. Let's go down to the mat, no fancy way, finding our way onto our tummy. So when you're ready, bring yourself down on your knees, walk yourself forward, rest your elbows down, bring your hands by your hips, palms facing up, gaze to the right. Breathe deeply here. This may be a deep extension for some of you, and if that doesn't work, you can have your chin on the floor or your forehead on the floor. If you are going to place your hands under the forehead, make sure that you watch your hands. If not, you can have a prop under the forehead instead. Bring your gaze to the other side to balance your neck. We'll take one more breath here. And bring yourself back to center, chin or forehead to the floor, to the center. Feet are still parallel, so you're going to extend your feet back. Bring your hands under the shoulders. And as you inhale, forehead to the floor, rising your forehead, nose, chin, and chest. And as you exhale, lower. Inhale, rising. Exhale, falling. Rising. Falling. Rising, falling. One more, rising and falling. Bring your hands by your hips, palms up, chin or forehead on the floor, bend your knees and move your feet side to side. Come back to center. Now the next one, bring your feet parallel and bring your arms at a T position. If this is too much, maybe bring your hands on cobra arms, Sphinx arms, and that's okay. The other option is to have your hands stacked in front of you. You can keep your head a little higher. Now, as you take your next inhalation, so your upper body is slightly lifted, bring your right leg off the ground and push your toes away from you and breathe. So instead of keeping the lower body on the ground, we're staying up here. So some of you might went onto your T position, and if that's the case, you're gonna lift your chest without putting any pressure on the hands, cupcake hands, shoulder blades together, and breathe deeply here. Whichever version you have picked. Maybe you went onto Sphinx, maybe you went over here. So pick the one that works for you. Keep rising that right leg, pointing back. Hips are still parallel. One more breath. And exhale, release. Forehead or chin on the floor, hands by your hips, palms facing up. Take a few moments. And once again, feet are parallel. T position of the arms, or whichever version you have picked. Point back with your left foot and lift. And once you're here, you may bring your upper body off the floor if you're in T position, avoiding putting the weight on your fingertips. Instead, retract your shoulder blades and pull them down. Keep your gaze somewhere on the mat to protect your neck. Make sure your hip bones are touching the floor. Think about elongation rather than height, so your toes are pointing away from the head. We'll take one more breath here, full deep breath. And with control, as you exhale, release your foot down, chin or forehead down, hands by your hips, palms up. Breathe. Take one more breath, full deep breath. And when you are ready, bend your knees, bring your foot soles on the floor, and push up onto your knees. Sit back on your heels. Try to keep your knees together. If this is uncomfortable, you can have your blanket, one under the knees if you like, and one you can sit on, or if you have your cushion and that's better, you can do that too, or your pillow or your blocks. Round your back, rest your forehead towards the floor. So some of you will touch the floor, some of you won't. It's okay, you can stack your fists or put your block, maybe have your hands a little higher. Just watch it. We'll take one more breath, full deep breath. And as you inhale, bring your hands under the shoulders. And as you exhale, walk towards the top of the mat. Tabletop position. Send your hips to the left and hinge towards your right. So looking towards your right heel, maybe towards the center of the mat. The next time you inhale, slowly come back to center. Exhale, hinge to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale, center. And exhale. One more. And inhale, come back to center. Exhale, walk back. Sit comfortably, maybe on your heels, maybe on cross-legged. Find that place that will work for you the best. You can stay at the back of the mat if you like. Shoulders back and down. And bring your hands in front of your face. Make cups with your hands. Roll your shoulders back and down. Tuck your chin and bring your gaze to your right hand. And as you inhale, allow your hand to go out to the side and up. Follow the hand as you breathe in at the top of the inhalation. You may hold Kumbhaka if it is in your practice. If not, exhale the hand down. Follow the hand until it reaches your leg. Meditation in motion. Switch to the other hand. Inhale, hand up. Watch for the neck, so your hand will come as high up as it feels right for your neck. And exhale down. Find your rhythm. Once again, if it's in your practice to hold the breath, you can do that. If it's not, you may try to hold for 2, 4 counts. However, if you have high blood pressure, eye pressure, you have a headache, or you're pregnant, don't hold the breath. If there is any other reason why you shouldn't hold the breath, please listen to that. And if something tells you you shouldn't, even if you don't have a reason, listen to that voice as well. Now, to add something else to our meditation in motion, you may count your breaths as you go up. You may count to 4 or 8 or anything in between. If you're holding Kumbhaka, you do half of that counting in your pause. So if you inhale for 8, if you're doing Kumbhaka, you may hold for 4 counts and exhale for 8 counts again. Maybe at the bottom you hold your Shunyaka for 4 counts. And begin again. Last round. Return to center, close your eyes, watch your breath. You can change your seated position if you need to. Observe. Don't let your mind wander. Really watch your breath. Tuck your chin onto your chest. Blink your eyes open. Release your posture. And we're going to go down onto the floor. So you have your props. If you would like to have your pillow between your knees, you're welcome to do that. You can also make yourself a nice support with your blankets. Have them under your head. Lay down on your right shoulder and have your blanket under the head or your block. If you do decide to go for that support, you want to make sure that your blanket is behind you so when you turn your head up, it doesn't fall onto the ground. And then if you wish, once you bend your knees, bring them at a 90-degree angle, you can have your pillow and rest your leg on top of the pillow. It's very comfortable. Stuck your shoulders, your knees, and your hips. And we're going on to prayer breath. As you inhale, open your arm, rotate your torso, follow the hand with the gaze, watch for the neck. And as you exhale, close. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. We're going to do it with the timer, so close your eyes and follow your hand. Once again, if you would like to add something else to this pranayama, count your breaths. Inhale for 8, maybe more, maybe less. And if you are practicing your Kumbhaka and Shunyaka, you can add half counting for each pause. You don't have to do the pause. And once you get into that rhythm of the movement, see if you can slow it down. Prayer breath helps you with your sleeping patterns. If you're having problems falling asleep lately, this will help you to regulate your breath, to tone your nervous system so that you may find your sleep again. The next time you open, stay here and breathe into your spinal twist. If this is too much of a stretch, you can bend the elbow and rest your hand on your rib cage, on your hip, on your shoulder even, or release it out to the side. And you can adjust your props if needed and rotate a little more if your spine allows for that and it feels good. Your gaze maybe goes towards the left hand, unless the neck doesn't like that, then you can keep your nose pointing up to the sky. Deep breathing into the left side. When we go into spinal twist, the breath gets a little constricted, so you'll find it a little harder to breathe. So try to ease your breath, slow it down, see if you can send it into those corners where you can still allow some prana in and expand into that place. For instance, your left side, the back side, the tummy, the left rib cage into the left armpit, all the way up into the collarbone. And let all the air go. Take 2 more breaths here, full deep breaths. And on your next exhalation, you may bend your left elbow and then bring your elbow forward, shoulder forward. Relax here for a few moments. Watch your breath. When you are ready, gonna move onto the other side, so turn onto your back. Bring your knees towards the left. You can have your pillow. Adjust your blanket. Stack your hips, shoulders, knees. Palms touching in front of the chest. And as you take your next inhalation, open, rotate your torso, follow the hands if neck allows. And on the exhale, close. Inhale, open, rotate the torso. And exhale, close. And you find that pace that works for you. So at first, maybe the breath is not as slow and long as we want it to, and that's okay. You follow that natural rhythm, that is your breath. And then, as you continue to go into the flow of movement of this prayer breath, you may start slowing it down. And if it is in your practice, then you start counting the breath and doing the half counting for Kumbhaka and Shunyaka. So if you count 8 rounds to go out into extension, into expansion, 4 counts for Kumbhaka, and 8 counts as you close, 4 counts for Shunyaka. Or follow your breath. Forget about the pause. If it's not for you today, that's fine. Remember that your nose may follow the hand, but if that's too much for the neck, once your arm goes back, you keep your nose pointing up to the sky, and that's fine.
And the next time you open, stay here and breathe. And you might readjust your twist depending on your spine. You might lift and rotate your torso a bit more so your shoulders land on the ground. Adjust your blanket. Maybe your gaze is towards the right, maybe up. If this is too much and you're not going all the way down with the shoulder, don't hyperextend the elbow and the shoulder. Instead, bend it and rest your hand on your rib cage. You can rest your hand down, but always making sure it's not putting any pressure. Adjust it in a way that feels right. And then relax and breathe into your right side. So once again, we're going to start finding space into the back body, into the tummy, the right rib cage, into the armpit, filling up. Exhale, letting all the air go. Deepen your breath, observe. We're going to take one more breath here, full deep breath. And when you are ready, bend that elbow and rotate your torso forward. Relax your arm and shoulder and breathe. Find your way onto your back. If you want to have your pillow or your bolster under the legs, you are welcome to do that. You don't have to. You can have support under the head still if you like. You can make a little support, little noodle under the neck, or stay down on the ground, whatever feels right. Draw your blades together, bring your footstools to touch, bend your knees, and then allow your footstools to touch. Let your knees flare. Relax your hips, relax your shoulders, relax your rib cage, relax your arms and hands, and relax your breath. Take one more breath here in Supta Konasana. And when you are ready, bring your knees up, extend your legs, and relax. Notice the expansion of your breath. How far down in your body the breath goes. If you need more Shavasana time, pause the video and stay here. And maybe come back when you're ready to seal our practice together. Otherwise, 3 more breaths. Send your breath and awareness down to your feet. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Move your feet side to side, maybe your hands. Stretch your arms overhead. Extend your legs, squeeze your bum, lift your hips and squeeze tight, tight, tight. Shoulder blades in, shoulders into it, sockets, and when you're ready, exhale. Again, inhale deeply, stretch and tense and squeeze every muscle, tight, 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 prune face. And exhale, release. Last one, make it count. Inhale deeply, squeeze and tense and stretch. And when you're ready, exhale and let go. Move onto your favorite side when you're ready and take a few moments once you get there. You're going to use your top hand to slowly help yourself up on your next exhalation. Maybe cross-legged position, sitting on your heels, whatever works. You can use your props to sit up tall. Bring your hands together at the center of the heart, shoulders back and down. Close your eyes and watch your breath. We'll take a breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to Om. Relax your jaw, your face. Rub your hands together. Breathing deeply. Keep breathing. Keep rubbing your hands, relaxing your shoulders. So we're not going to bring our hands to our face today, but instead we're going to bring that pranic energy into our heart. Soothing energy to the heart center, the Anahata chakra. One hand on top of the other. Notice your breath. Notice your heartbeat. Inhale to the top of your lungs. Side out. Again, inhale. Side out. Last one, inhale. Let all tension out. Tuck your chin onto your chest. Blink your eyes open. Gaze forward. We're going to build up extra good vibes and shower yourself with them. And remember to shake off all tensions and worries and stresses that you don't need anymore. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.